So Joe Budden was charged with lewdness, which is a disorderly conduct charge, after his neighbors claimed that they spotted Joseph Budden standing outside of his apartment because they caught this on their Ring security camera. So they caught Joseph, aka Joe Budden, the rapper, the podcaster, Drake's number one hater in the rap game. They caught this man standing outside of his apartment, butt booty naked, ass cheeks out, balls out, cock out, you know what I'm saying? The gray hairs on his meat out, you feel me? And the neighbors said that Joe Budden was repeatedly entering a code into a keypad before going back into his apartment. So they ended up calling the police. The police showed up to Joe Budden's house around 7:21 a.m. and let him know what happened. And yeah, he was charged, man. He didn't end up getting arrested, but he was charged with lewdness. And Joe Budden's lawyer has already clapped back and said that, he's had repeated complaints of his neighbors because he films his podcast in the apartment. And they're saying that Joe Budden actually got kicked out of this apartment complex. He's not even living there anymore because so many neighbors have complained, I guess, about the loudness of him recording his podcast. Now, Joe Budden is claiming that, the neighbors did this because of racism, his status, and how he's a successful black man. But in all actuality, bruh, you can't just go outside your house butt booty naked, bruh. Because God forbid, if there was a child outside or if there was anybody outside that saw that, you can't do that. If you could do that, I'm pretty sure everybody would start going outside the house butt booty naked, especially women. Look how women dress these days. You know what I'm saying? Women go out with their cooter lips showing, their booty cheeks be hanging out their shorts. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women don't wear bras anymore so you can see their areolas. You know what I'm saying? So, you can't do that, Joe Budden. Now, I will say this. In my opinion, I think he was kicked out the house by his girlfriend. This is my opinion, right? I think that him and his girlfriend got into an argument. Maybe she went through his phone and, seen him texting a bitch or, DMing a bitch, or maybe she saw him talking to his baby mom, Sin, who's his ex-girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? And I think that his girlfriend kicked him out of the apartment, right? And I think that he had a code to get back in. He was able to put that code in, and he went back inside. Now, if that's the case, right, then you can't blame Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because I'm not a fan of Joe Budden. I don't listen to his podcast anymore. Listen, I used to watch the podcast, but honestly, it's boring. And, the only time it seems entertaining is when they're hating on Drake. I just got to be honest, right? Like, if they ain't hating on Drake and Dick Rod and Kendrick Lamar, the podcast is just boring, right? I just gotta put that out there, you feel me? So with that being said, this type of stuff happens all the time, right? We've seen women kick a man out the house and, throw their clothes outside and stuff like that. For example, if you watch No Jumper, shout out to Adam22, I just seen a video yesterday of a gang situation outside of the No Jumper studio where you got Loose Cannon and his gang members who are Crips, right? Whack 100 was there as well. Shout out to Whack 100. You feel me? So apparently some dudes was trying to press Whack 100, right? And Loose Cannon and his gang members, they jumped this guy and they actually stripped one of the guys completely naked on video. Somebody was recording this. The video's out. If you haven't seen the video, go on Twitter. You can see the full unedited video. And they beat two of these guys up really bad, stomped them out. These dudes was bleeding. And one of the dudes, they stripped them completely naked. Took all the clothes off their body. You know what I'm saying? So if a police officer or if a random person was walking by the alleyway after Loose Cannon and Whack 100 and all those gang members left the scene and they seen this dude naked, right? If that person called the police and said, hey, I see this black guy, even though he's bleeding and looking like he's about to possibly die, he's naked. And the cops show up, they could be charged with, lewdness, a disorderly conduct charge, right? So, like I said, everything has context. As long as there's context to why Joe Budden was standing outside of his apartment butt booty naked, showing his ashy butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, he should be okay, right? He should be okay. But I'm a little concerned because apparently the lawyer said that Joe Budden has stated on his podcast that he sleepwalks. And this is the first time I heard that. Like, you know, they're saying Joe Budden is a sleepwalker. So you're telling me that Joe Budden was just sleepwalking ass naked and just decided to go outside? Keep in mind, this is in New Jersey. So it probably was like 20 or 30 degrees outside, and Joe Budden is outside ass naked, asshole naked, bruh. So you telling me a man just was sleepwalking and decided, you know, even though it's freezing outside, let me go outside when it's possibly snowing, 20 degrees outside. Let me just go outside ass naked and just let my cock get some fresh frozen air. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So that's why I'm a little concerned, because his lawyer, in my opinion, whoever the lawyer is already saying the wrong things. What they're saying is not making the situation look better. And, Joe Budden, you might want to get a better lawyer, bro, because, at the end of the day, there's evidence of this, bro. Your neighbor has you on video naked outside of your apartment door. So you can't say that it wasn't you. You can't say it didn't happen. You just have to have a hell of an excuse as to why it happened. You know what I'm saying? And I think your best bet is to have your girlfriend lie. But if your girlfriend really didn't kick you out, have her lie for you and say that she kicked you out the apartment. It's your boy Wavy. I'm out.